the month of October is designated as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in South Africa. Now, during this month, awareness is being raised about the disease, and joining the country in raising breast cancer awareness is an event called Walking for Her. The event, which begins on Saturdays, aims to honor those who have fought or are currently fighting breast cancer. The walk will be held over 7 days with participants covering approximately 20 to 30 kilometers each day. For more on this, we are joined by Brian Spider-Man Baloyi, who is the CEO of the Brian Baloyi Foundation and one of the lead organizers of Walking for Her. Good morning, Brian. Thank you so much for joining this morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So I spoke about it in the intro now, just basically the fact that the event gets underway on Saturday. But please just tell us a little bit more about the event, what it's about, and what it's looking like for this year.
Yep. It's about creating awareness and how we can support people that are going through, breast cancer. But I think for us, more especially as men, I came together with a group of friends, and we decided to start this Walking for Her in support of women that are going through breast cancer. And just walking to Limpopo. This is our second year. Last year we walked from Limpopo to Joburg. And people that want to support, be part of it, can just donate kilometers that we are walking. They can decide how much they want to donate, how much per kilometer. And there's a few of my friends that I played with that will be working with me as well. Some will be joining for the whole 6 days. Some will be joining just for 1 or 2 days. Yeah.
So you speak about 20 to 30 kilometers a day. Last year was Limpopo, Johannesburg. What is the route looking like this year?
This year from Pretoria all the way to Zebula. We'll be going through some of the townships and the rural communities. We'll be going to Hammanskraal. We'll be going to Soshanguve. Then we're going to other, in Limpopo side, we'll be going to a village called Ngobi. Most of the other villages around, in and around Bila. That's where we'll be finishing our walk there.
And you say that you started with Walking for Her last year. This is your second year. How have you found that the reception has been for Walking for Her, particularly from breast cancer survivors as well as those who are still battling breast cancer?
It's been good. Especially, I think the support that we're getting, including from the Department of Health, one of our big partners in this. Because on the days when we get to our destination, it's not only about just breast cancer, but it's more about promoting a healthy living lifestyle. And when we get to our destination, then Department of Health, they come with a mobile clinic, and then so that people can do all the testing for the TB, TB, and what are the other diseases?
HIV,
yes, iron levels,
blood
all of
pressure.
those, including sugar diabetes, all of those. And it becomes it's a fun day, and it's not as bad as it looks like, to walk 170 k's. Yeah.
So it's just a holistic approach, basically, but your main focus is on breast cancer awareness. Let's talk about funding, because I know most of the time when we hear about events of this nature, we always hear that funding is a certain challenge. Is it the case for you with Walking for Her as well?
Yes, it is still a challenge, but we work with what we have, and we try and, because the focus and really the plan with the walk is to get it to a point where we are able to do it nationally, and not only but to create awareness, but the big idea is we want ultimately to build a hospital in Mafikeng, an oncology hospital, and because that's where my wife comes from, and with the work that she does with Pink Warrior, touching communities in rural communities and in the townships. Yeah.
It's always nice to have sportmen and athletes come in and talk about the other things that they want to do to make a difference. But I can't have a conversation with you and not at least to touch on something football related. So I'm going to ask you about Bafana. We know that tomorrow Coach Hugo Bruce will be announcing his squad for the team that will be playing in Gqeberha next weekend. But when you look at this Bafana side and the trajectory of the team, what do you make of what you've seen over the couple of years? And I also want you to touch specifically on your department, which is goalkeeping.
I believe Coach Hugo Bruce has done a great job with his team. We've seen some of the youngsters that he started blooding in from about a year or 2 years ago. Now they're regulars in the team. The biggest focus, I think, in this game is going to be obviously on the goalkeeper. And I think we're all excited and happy that Ronwin is back after the setbacks that we suffered in the last 2 games. And we've seen how he just played over the weekend against Kaizer Chiefs. And definitely we know that he's back in the team, and we really need stability in the back. And if we are to qualify for the Nations Cup, we need all our best players. And is by far not only the captain, of the team, but is one of the best players that we have right now in the country.
Indeed, he absolutely is. And of course, SABC will be bringing you those encounters involving Bafana as well as the AFCON qualifiers. Let's also touch on the MTN 8 final, because that's an exciting one. It's a big one. Stellenbosch up against Orlando Pirates. Which way do you see it going?
As much as I would love to say Pirates, but I think this time around I'm going with Stellenbosch. Looking at Pirates, I mean, they've won it. They want to create history, be the first one to win it 2 times in a row. It's going to be an exciting game, especially knowing how Pirates playing, how entertaining football that they're playing. And I think it's going to be an all-out attack from both sides, and it's going to be exciting to watch.
Oh, we'll see how that one goes. And of course, you can catch that encounter. It will be live on SABC 1 on Saturday at 6 p.m. Orlando Pirates up against Stellenbosch FC in the MTN 8 final. And a massive thank you to Brian Baloyi for joining us this morning, talking about Walking4Her, raising breast cancer awareness.